G'day fellow moto vloggers, Bandit Nev on Samoki the Suzuki Bandit on this Sunday afternoon. Well, I know I talk about the weather a bit, but honestly it's been so fickle. It's crazy. You know, we got an 18-degree day at the moment. Last week we had 100 degrees Fahrenheit plus for 4 days. Friday become very humid because there was cloud cover, and it felt more like Queensland weather than our weather. It felt like you could cut the air with a knife. It was so humid, but obviously it gets worse other places. But it's not something that happens very often here. So at the moment it's cool, cloudy. Yesterday, Friday evening we had some very good rain across the state, which was badly needed. First decent sprinkle for a long time. And Saturday we had it was like a very fine mist of rain just about all day, and that was a very what you would call a soaking rain. So we're happy about that. Now all as I have to worry about is keeping an eye on my front yard, because it's been absolutely perfect weather for the calthrop, or your three-corner jacks, or whatever you like to call them, to come up. And I've been battling these this calthrop and three-corner jacks for a long time. And it's not a very pleasant plant. Now we'll continue after this. I'll wait for all this to go, and I will continue. First responder, that car's a first responder. So there must be something happening somewhere that need a doctor quickly. Oh, we've got a squid here. Hyosung 650R, twin cylinder, motorcycle. Don't know what his problem is. I honestly don't know what his problem was, but he is an arsehole. Thinks he's smart. Smart young smart ass. You get them on a Sunday, they're fucking wankers. Didn't like me filtering, the prick. So where were I? Yeah, the weather has been fickle, but I'm happy to say that it's a bit cooler, and pretty much riding weather. Pretty much riding weather for the rest of the week, I think. I believe. That next weekend could be another wet weekend. So that'll have to wait and see. So it's been about 4 to 5 weeks since I've had this scam thing going through my credit card, and I got a text the other day. From my bank to pay a minimum payment. That was Thursday, and on the Wednesday I had paid a $10 minimum payment through what they call BPay here, and then that money gets sent on to the bank. It's a BPay. If you're not from Australia, well, you probably don't understand it, but it's a way of paying your bills without going into the bank or places like that, or doing it through the bank, which I can't do at the moment. So because I don't have a savings account with Bank SA, I can't transfer from one to the other. So I use BPay. So anyway, yesterday I decided to have a look at my Bank SA app on my phone, and lo and behold, I've been fined $15 for a late payment. Yes, they did text me last Thursday, but I'd already paid on BPay on the Wednesday. Now, obviously, BPay takes a couple of days to go through, so on that money, on the actual money that has been illegally taken out of my credit card, I am now being fined for not paying a payment on that illegally taken out from my credit card. So if you think I'm pissed off with what happened, well, I'm even more pissed off now that I got a $15 fine from the bank for being a late payer, which I have never ever got in the 30 years I have been with the bank. So folks, tomorrow, Monday, I'm going into the bank and I'm going to question them about this, and I'm going to say, listen, I've been waiting over a month now, and I'm absolutely sick and tired of waiting, paying interest on fraudulent deductions from my credit card, and now, to add insult to injury, you've given me a $15 fine for being late paying $10 when I was told to pay just a minimum amount. So, and I'd paid a day before I got the text message. So this is not going down too well with me, and it's not making me very, very happy with the bank. And I'm going to start pushing and pushing and pushing for a resolution on this fraudulent money that's been taken out. Now, even if the bank gives me that money back, I think I'm going to quit the bank and just not have a credit card. And I'm going to go in and say, listen, once it's all gone through all the business, I'm going to go in and say, how much do I pay right now to close this account? And I'm going to pay it off and close it, because this has been a nightmare for 2 months now, and I'm sick of it. So tomorrow I'm going to have to go into the bank and face them. So I'll do that. Now, this is probably a little bit off subject for motorcycles, but my car, my Lancer, my 2015 Lancer, the other day I was walking up to it and I noticed that some of the black trim underneath the front bumper bar looked like it was hanging. I thought, oh, what's going on here? So I got down, had a look underneath, and these plastic rivet type push-in plastic fasteners, 2 were missing from the right hand side and 1 from the left hand side. Now it is held in with 5 other bolts, so it's not going to come off anytime soon, but it just looks a little bit ugly. Now, the biggest problem with the cars these days, and especially the Lancer, not so much SUVs and those sorts of cars, is how low they are to the ground. Now, if you're not used to that, and you're used to parking right up, like against the not so much the gutter, but if you come into a shopping centre and you park right up near the footpath, it can scrape all your bottom bumper bar underneath, and it's happened to me a few times. So it's obvious that I've done it far too many times, and these plastic fasteners have come out. So I went to my local auto parts store, which is Super Cheap Auto, and they had some in there. Now I need 3, and of course they only had them in packets, and guess what, packets of 2, and they were $6.90 for 2 of these plastic fasteners. And I thought, you're joking, they probably cost 20 cents each. So anyway, I decided, oh bugger this, I'm not paying that kind of money. I went over to Sprint Auto, which is another auto parts store. And they say, yeah, we've got some, but we need to know exactly which ones you got, if you got one to take out. I said, yeah, there's one left, but I don't really feel like taking it out right now. And yeah, he said they're $2, well, $1.95 each. Again, that's an absolute rip-off. So what I thought is, whilst I'm going over arguing with the bank, I'll just nip into Elizabeth Mitsubishi or Agostino Mitsubishi, same thing, and ask them if they've got any and how much. So that'll be an interesting thing, won't it, folks, how much they are there. Whether they give me any because I'm a customer or not, I don't know. So that's what I'll do tomorrow, and find out how much I have to pay for theirs, or will they give me 3. So in good faith, I've been a good customer for theirs for a long time. Maybe they'll give me some for nothing, 3 for nothing, but we'll find out. If not, I might just get one and have a good look at it, because you can get these fasteners from eBay, and you can get them in the hundreds for $12. You know, none of this bullshit of $6.90 for two, which I think is absolutely disgusting. So yeah, one way or another I'll get some, but I'm not paying all that money, because if you scrape it again and they pop out, you're up for another whatever. But if that happens, I will have some from eBay at a lot cheaper price. So I've had my whinge. This is Bandit Nev on some Walkie the Suzuki Bandit on this quite cool Sunday afternoon. Glad to be on the bike, haven't ridden for nearly a week, maybe even a week. Bidding you all very, 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 very safe riding, and until next time, cheers for now.